We've gone through the examples. Now we're going to do number 1. It says 3x equals 12. If I have a number next to a letter, what operation is that? Logan? That's multiplication. What's the number 3 called? What's our vocabulary word of the day? It's a coefficient. Everybody will need that one. How am I going to get x by itself if it's multiplied by 3? Clayton? Good, I have to divide by 3 because 3 divided by 3 is what number? 1, and 1 times x will be x, and we'll have x all by itself. If I divide this side by 3, what do I have to do over here? The same thing.
I don't think we'll be able to just say 4.
And I'm saying I don't care what the answer is, I care that you show the process. So 3 over 3 is 1. And 1 times x is the multiplicative identity. Now x is by itself. So again, I put a line through here to show that it's equivalent to 1, and I no longer have to worry about it because of the multiplicative identity. You have an equal sign. 12 divided by 3 is 4, and you circle it. I know today you should know the answer. You should know the answer. Don't care about the answers. Care about can you show your work, and if you don't show your work, you fix the whole thing. Because if you can't do the process on the easy ones, you most certainly can't do the process on the harder ones. Okay? I have negative 15a equals negative 45. I have a number next to a letter. Negative 15 is the what? It's the coefficient. Everybody should say it. Everybody say it. It's the coefficient. That's today's vocabulary word. How am I going to get a by itself if it's multiplied by negative 15? What's a negative divided by a positive? It's still a negative. So then that's like there's a negative 1 there. No. Gotta divide by what number? No, because then it's still negative. It's got to be negative because a negative divided by a negative is a positive 1. And so then a will be all by itself. So the sign goes with it. Notice I'm using the fraction bar because that's how we're showing divide. If I divide by 15 on this side, though, how do I keep it balanced? I divide by not 15. Divide by negative 15. It's not what you said. You draw a big old line. Write this down. Negative 15 divided by negative 15 is 1. And if I multiply a by 1, multiplicative identity says that just a is left. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. So 45 divided by 15 is 3. I got it, Mrs. Smith? Oh, what if I, though, have a divide? I multiply. Here's how I do it. I put a dot, and I put a big old 5 on the top. Okay? How do I show multiply by 5 here? If I do it on this side, I have to do it on the other side, too. Well, this is a 5 on the top. This is a 5 on the bottom. So it equals what? 5 divided by 5 is 1. So that simplifies to 1x, which is just x. Just x. Multiplicative identity. So those properties don't go away either. And it equals what? 60. If you haven't been doing this, you should say to yourself, self is 60 divided by 5, 12? If you're not checking your work in your brain, you should. Okay? Because these ones are mental math ones. What if I've got c over negative 2? C over negative 2. First of all, what's the fraction bar mean? Divide. So, multiplying is the inverse operation. What are we going to multiply by? What are we going to multiply by? How are we going to get c by itself? Logan. Why by negative 2? Why does the sign have to go with it? Yeah, and then negative c is not what we want. We want c all by itself with nothing in front of it. If I multiply this side by negative 2, what do I got to do on the other side? Multiply by negative 2. Drawing your big lines? Everybody drawing your big equal line?
Yeah.
They have to look exactly like mine.
I can't make a line like that.
You can't make a line?
Not just have to have the line.
You have to make a line.
It doesn't have to. The line doesn't have to look exact.
How can your line not look like my line? It's a line. What are you doing? Squiggling it?
Like the straightness or whatever. Yeah, I can't draw a line that's straight.
Oh, for goodness gracious. So, -2 divided by -2 is what number? 1. So 1 times c will just be c. It's all by itself now. It's always the goal when we're solving equations to get the letters by themselves. And 7 multiplied, by -2 is? -14. Good. Your task today is to do all of the problems on both sides, showing your work. When you think you're done, you're going to check it against my blue papers, and then you're going to